Hey chess friends, I have a very important question to ask you. Are you following me yet? I asked you in the last video. I asked you in the video before, please follow me. I need you to follow me to help me grow my channel and so that the YouTube algorithm will think that a silly red panda is worth putting in front of your eyeballs. Alright, in today's video, we have a Caro Kann again, and in the last Caro Kann we had 95% accuracy. We did not have 95% accuracy in this game. We had much lower. We were kind of a little bit trash. We weren't a fish today, but it was a really fun game. It's a very positional game. Hope you enjoy. Okay, we've got the black pieces. And we're gonna play Caro Kann. One of these days I'll go back to playing Sicilians. It's just they are so complicated, there's so many variables, and I'm trying to get to, you know, a certain rating by the end of the year. So we're gonna stick with something that we know really well. Now here we might have a Tartakower type variation. Sort of. So we play like this. We'll see if they end up doing a an alien gambit, which I guess they could do, but they'll think about it a little bit. So could work out really well for them. I don't know, but I would like just to get a variation that I know. So they'll take, I'll retake, doubling the pawns here, but then we'll get our bishop out of the way, castle, and we're in a pretty good spot after that. I might just end up cutting to whenever they actually make a move. So that's... oh, never mind, they made a move right now, so we're just going to go ahead and take back. That kind of limits things here. They can push, but that's not really good. I do think this makes a lot of sense. I mean, I technically I could just play here, but I could play here too. Of course, then they push, and then yeah, well, that might be good. So let's go ahead and play here, because yeah, if they push, I take, and then we retake like this and put them in check, then that's just really bad for them, you know? So there's no way they'd actually do something like that. That'd be really silly. I mean, that'd be great if they want to do that. That's fine. I invite it. Go for it. Do something crazy. Okay, so they're just getting ready castle. And that's probably okay. I'm gonna castle first though. So let's just go ahead and get castled. We'll get a rook on the open file. This part doesn't take too long to do. And then a lot of times in these lines, we end up putting our rook on e8, and we swing the knight around. That ends up being a theme a lot of the time here with this sort of structure. Okay, they finally castle, and then we just play, I mean, of course. It's like, come on! Alright, so let's, I think we're gonna have to start doing something here. But maybe we just take a moment to think. Let's take a moment to think here. Now that our opponent has taken all the time in the world to think. I would like to, I mean, I want to get that over there, but I also want to get maybe my bishop out. Would be not a bad not a bad thing to do either. So, yeah, I think maybe we just get this happening for starters, and then we'll kind of go from there. They have to be a little careful, because like if they go up and I take, and they like, I can still do a sack and get their queen, you know, if they're not careful. So it's not, you know, it's kind of not great for them. But we'll see. I mean, I doubt that they'd fall for that. If they fell for something like that and they're taking this much time to do anything, that's really scary. Okay, so they're gonna push, and that's fine. We are just gonna play knight over to f8 like we were planning on doing, And then they push there, and then I pull back like that. Yeah, I mean, presumably that's what's going to happen. Okay, so you're doing that. I need to get developed. This is a choice. I almost wish I could take. Like, if there was a way I could take, but I don't think realistically I can right now. So I think we're going to have to think of something else to do. We could play like this, but that just walks into something. Although, I don't know. If we did something like that, and we're able to get 2 sets of eyes on this, even giving up an exchange, maybe we're just saying we're getting so active that that's, you know, something that we want to do. But I think for now, we probably should get this developed, and you know, usually this is in a Caro Kann, the light squared bishop is a bad bishop, so I'm thinking no matter what, we need to get things developed. This is probably coming, but it makes more sense that they do this, I think, for some reason. So we need to do something. It also makes a lot of sense to go there, maybe? Just go there to aim for that. A queen out here going for that sort of thing is also possible, I guess. Now, okay, so anyway, I think mostly at this point I've wasted enough time talking. I'm thinking about either bishop to f5 or bishop to g4. It's just one of those, and I don't like the coordination of the bishops being out on the e file like that. I want to trade off one of those bishops. It's just how do I want to do it? So there's also this, which is a possibility, but again, I don't really have any reason for that. Yeah, I think for, like, no matter what, this has to come. So I think we're going to go over here, and we are going to take at least that knight off the board, just to see if we can soften up things over on the king side. And we'll kind of see what happens. I mean, I don't know. Right now, I feel like it's probably pretty even right now. I'm not sure what Stockfish is going to say, who's winning in this situation, but I think it's pretty even. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll let them take a minute or two again to figure out what they're doing. I mean, pushing my bishop back there is not bad. I do want to stay on this diagonal here. Yeah, so queen can always come over to b6. That was the other idea I had, like trying to do some infiltration tactics. But I don't want to do that yet because, for me, this is kind of a poison pawn sometimes. That is interesting. Okay. Let's see. Why would they put their queen there? I mean, I guess to stack or to move things up or something. It still seems like you could almost get... yeah, it feels like you could almost get into a situation now where you are trapping your queen, but I'm not 100% sure. I think right now I'd like to better some pieces, so I actually think playing, like, the knight over there might be super good. Just to, like, shut down anything, like, you know, just be rock solid. And then we'll kind of see what happens in the center here as we go on. So, yeah, right now it's just about, for now, it's about improving pieces. Although there could be an argument about going there, and then maybe I'm setting myself up. Maybe it's better to keep the knight right there. That's definitely a possibility. I could play the queen up there. Queen there, and then just going for that. That is not bad. Yeah, I think in the situation, I don't mind getting moving the queen up one. Honestly, I think that's fine. Although, yeah, and then it's still guarded by the knight, and it, like any, so it kind of avoids any tactics. But I kind of like the queen being here. What do I get for this right now? Tempoing the queen. I don't think I get a lot for tempoing the queen right now, if I'm honest. The other ideas I have is I can just go ahead and start like a queenside attack or something. But that also could just lock things up. I could do something like that, but it's not really doing much. I could play b6 right now, just preparing things. But yeah, I don't know. But this queen could be a little bit weak though if this bishop is no longer there. That's interesting. The queen could definitely be a little bit weakened. So like if I go up like this and have it take, and then yeah, and then take here. Maybe I should start by taking here. Yeah, let's just start by taking right there. And we will go here, I think. And we'll see if they take or not. If they take, of course, I'm going to do my little sneaky tactic and take out the queen. Okay, they push. That also works just fine. We can start pushing on the over on the queen side over there. It's weird that they'd want, like, that they'd actually want that though. I don't feel like it's a great idea. But I mean, it does stop things for right now. Interesting. But even if I do something like that and that, we're not really doing too much. So let's think about this. I mean, you could also go here and just, you know, basically threaten back rank mate, but that doesn't work because queen's there as well, so that's not actually doing anything right now. We need to think of something else. We could swing around and just have some fun there and see what happens. I imagine you're trying to, like, do some sort of shenanigans there against the king. That could be pretty good too, because if we go here, there's this sort of move, then I go in here, threatening the queen. Yeah, there could be sort of an overloaded queen sort of mentality that could happen. We're kind of going to have to see about that. Yeah, but right now, I think that's what we're going to play. And we'll kind of see what's happening. I still have this bishop aimed right over there, which looks pretty good. We'd also go over for this sort of thing as well. You know, there's definitely some different ideas. But right now, my opponent is doing just fine. Yeah, at some point I could try to knock things open this way on the queen side, but I don't really want to just yet. Also, ooh, geez. I kind of wonder if we allow this sort of thing here. Okay, well that's happening, so we're just going to go ahead here, and that's, like, we're just going for this right away. That is kind of, you know, kind of the whole strategy. We're going to need to find a different home for this bishop as well, because now that they've played, we've induced that move, you know, it's going to they're going to end up being kind of light on the queen side, or on the king side, you know, over on the light squares. If I do take that bishop. And I am, at the moment, I am definitely thinking about taking out the bishop. I mean, for sure. And then we'll have to do something else, like something else. We could also go here first, but then they kind of get out of it, and I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I do kind of want to go after this. But I feel like we have to take this out right now. I'm trying to talk myself out of it. Like, if there's any sort of other sort of strategies or any sort of other, you know, any other tactics going on. But I don't think there's another tactic right now, so I think we're just going to have to take out that bishop. As I said before, I don't want to deal with two bishops going into the endgame, so I'd rather take it like that. Now, at this point, I could just go in just straight like this. That's definitely thinking about it. They'll probably try to do some sort of shenanigans over here, I'm sure. So we need to create some threats. Am I creating any sort of real threat like that? Not really. No, not really. It's a very locked down position. I'd like to get... I mean, I don't want to still be here. So that... I mean, it's looking a little bit bad. So I am thinking there could work. I mean, I'm also thinking here, but that seems kind of bad. So I think just maybe we could go here and induce this, but then that really is, like, not super good for me. Yeah. I think there's good too, because it's just threatening to infiltrate. Yeah. I mean, there's probably going to happen. But what happens if they go over here? Do I have any retort against that? I mean, I guess I can just go straight in like that. And say, like, okay, what are you doing? Yeah, I mean, that's certainly a thing that can be done. I think either way, I'm gonna have to get my queen out and actually doing something for me and helping me. And I would like this side, honestly. So we're gonna go ahead and play queen to d7 in this situation, just so we can try to, you know, if we have to do a rook lift there, definitely a possibility. Because I imagine, like, you will probably want to do something like that, where you're, you know, or just going there. I mean, there's some options. But now they can't go here because it's, you know, we're blocking it, so our queen being here is also kind of good in that sense as well. We can also just get a rook up here, get ready to rook lift. Not rook lift, just double up the rooks is what I mean. That's kind of my idea for right now. All the action's going to happen on the e-file, so. And yeah, king is very safe right now. Obviously, they're kind of looking over there, but I feel like my king safety is a little bit better than theirs, given the hole that they put on there. Like, I can imagine if I get over there, you know, that'll be very annoying. But then again, if I get over there, then my queen isn't really doing anything else, so I'd rather it, you know, actually do something, you know? But yeah, if allowed, I can stack. Stacking looks great. Stacking looks great, and then we'll go after, you know, something. We'll go after one of these pawns, or we'll, you know, just create some problems for the opponent. I also could push here now, too. I mean, there's all kinds of things. Then I suppose you block there. Maybe then we just keep, like, keep going, you know? These pawns aren't really doing anything either. So, breaking up the pawns over there could be a really good strategy. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know. I still feel like my opponent really wanted to go here. Okay, they're wanting to go there, which is kind of weird. Can I go here? What happens if I go there? I don't think there's anything they can do, and I still think stacking here makes a lot of sense. There is, I mean, I can go for that side, but I just feel like stacking the rooks right on this open file is going to eventually pay dividends. So I think, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do it. Come to think of it, there is this, but then there's this, but then there's a push. Ooh, there could be tactics. We might have some tactics happening if they decide to go bishop to f4. Yep, there could be some crazy tactics. Also, there's an intermezzo check that could happen there, and then we trade things off. But I kind of like, honestly, I'm kind of liking, that. I feel like that's really going to be super annoying if that's the case. If we do play rook to f5 like that, I think that's super annoying. Yeah, I mean. Okay, so they are going over and creating a pawn chain on the side, but I'm really not looking to break through over there. So, yeah, that's okay that they want to do that. I didn't really... So at this point, now I have to take a little bit longer to think. Because this could not be wrong. They're trying to do... I mean, that is a weird move, right? Is that weird? That is super weird. I mean, I can definitely get through on this side. It still doesn't make sense to me. Like, I can move in there. What are they gonna do? And then break through. Yeah, I feel like I can go there and then... Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting my queen in either way on this side. So, I don't know. It's weird. I really don't know why your queen would go back like that. Maybe trying to redirect over to here? But, I don't know. That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Yeah, they are trying to direct back around that way. Okay. Well, in this case, do I lock it up and just make it a positional game of chess or not? I feel like locking it up would definitely... I mean, because otherwise they're going to try again that way. So let's just go ahead and lock it up and say, what are you doing with your queen? Because I think right now, that's... okay, now they're going back around this way. Okay. But I think I can lock it up here as well. But then... Oh, but then in that case, then they can go up and give a threat there. I'm going to wait and see what they do with this pawn. I'm not really worried about really anything happening over here. Let's see, they got 3 defenders. I only got 2 attackers, so that's not really going to do the trick over there. Yeah, it's not really doing the trick. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just move there right now, and but that also doesn't do anything at all for me. This bishop is horrible. I gotta do something about this bishop. I mean, if I go like this, it still doesn't do anything. There's a part of me that wants to go like this to get in here. I mean, technically, either way, I can get my queen in. Then my queen is at least improved. I mean, I'm at least getting in there and making things a little bit annoying for you. And I mean, then I can get a rook lift in if needed. Yeah, I mean, I think... Ooh, jeez. I don't know. I mean, I think this is very annoying. Like, you just have to, like, do something about that. And then I get in very quickly. That seems kind of horrible. I don't know what you're doing about that immediately. Maybe go here just to... No, you can't even do that. I think this is just really annoying here. We'll just put our rook right here and say, what are you going to do about this, you know? What are you doing about this? Because my queen is coming into h3 next turn if you don't do anything. So what are you doing about that? And that is the problem. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. So, I mean, your bishop's kind of tied down. My bishop now is probably coming alive, because I do have some sacking ideas, you know, on g3. And this pawn that you put out there could just wreck you, you know? So that is, that's something to be concerned with. So they're going to have to do something in a hurry. I imagine you're going to have to bring your queen back, maybe? I mean, queen back would deal with it, right? And then, I don't know. But right now, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, and I could keep bringing things in. It's like, okay, fine, I'll bring more in, you know? like, what are you doing? Okay, so they do that, but I mean, we can still go in. We can still go in here. We can still come in. We can come in here as well. Like, there's all kinds of situations. Right now, this doesn't look that good for White's queen. They're just being super, super passive. We're going to get our queen in somewhere and kind of see what happens. I definitely feel like, I mean, queen here could be a thing. Do you have that? But then you're weakening things. I mean, I don't know. I do think this is good. We're bringing our queen in, and maybe, like, we're able to get back into that corner or something. That could be maybe valuable for us. At any case, I'm not really worried about anything that my opponent is doing. Now, technically, too, if I move here, there is that. Oh, there is that. Well, then we just take. I mean, they can't really do anything there, so we're going to go ahead and bring our queen over to f5 right now. And yeah, I mean, this doesn't really carry anything. I could definitely see maybe they can try to, like, you know, try to get into a situation where that's a thing. But then you also kind of have to watch out because I still might have a sacrifice idea. Like, it's not very good for my opponent. I can still get in here, and then things are like really going to be threatening, like, to fall. So we'll see. At the moment, I think I have a lot more pressure than my opponent does. My position is overall pretty safe as long as I just don't do anything stupid. Granted, it's me, so that could happen, you know. But for right now, it's not looking too bad. I still think what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to, I mean, they're going to have to try to, like, oh yeah, well, we'll just, you know, set up something where we fork these pieces. But in doing that, you'd end up weakening your king even more. Like, for instance, if you did that to try to, yeah, I mean, but now we can just get directly in here, and I think that's like really, really bad, because now we're just threatening, you know, we're threatening checkmate right away. So now, okay, so now they're playing there, which is interesting. So now there's here with eyes on this. So I think that, and we can still get out if needed. Like, we're not trapped in here by any means, but I think we need to go here and just, we are still going to try to do something. Although in this situation, is there? Nope, there's not that, because we can just take. So they don't have any of those shenanigans. Okay, so they do have that, but yeah, I mean, I think now this is tough. We can't go there, so let's not go there and blunder anything. All right. I do think, yeah, there's not enough there. I do think now, we can go back here, and what can they do then? They push, I suppose, and then you're just, wow, you're just weakening your king so much, maybe, in that situation. We don't have any, like, dangerous sort of, oh, actually, there is a, okay, so there is something here. So we have to watch out. Maybe it's better to go here, because if going here, yeah, that might be better. Because otherwise, I'm really worried that if I go here, we could have some sort of, like, move where, you know, this gets taken out. So we have to be careful. Maybe we move over here to D3 instead, and we're just going to see what happens. But I'm hoping, like, all the pressure is doing something. Yeah, worst case, we still have to, we can still get out at the moment. Yeah, so we just have to kind of see what they're going to do. I really wonder if they do something like this, do we just, I mean, do we go ahead and move back here and shuffle back? I feel like sooner or later they could end up trapping things, but we can't really go back here either. I think we'd have to go all the way back, because otherwise this is an issue. Although technically we could go here to induce this and then move all the way back, which would be an interesting situation to deal with. Just basically say, okay, we are still going to, okay. Really? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. Hold on. So we don't have that yet. We don't have that yet. They're definitely looking to do some sort of, like, push aside, but, you know, some sort of thing there. So I do think we have to be a little careful. Maybe we go back to here and then kind of see what happens. It might actually be time to, yeah, you know what? It might be time now to do something like this, just to provide a little bit of, otherwise this, I don't know. I could go either way. I think actually just something like that might, just to get an escape square, because then Am I worried about that being a hook? Not really. Could be. Maybe it's safer to do something like this. It could be. I'm a little... Yeah, I'm worried about, like, there not being a sort of, like, way out, you know? So I am actually thinking that might be a little better. Of course, then we have to worry about, you know, are they trapping the knight? That's a thing to consider as well. Are they trapping the knight, you know? And, maybe. But also this... Ooh, but then we can't go back either. That's true. I'm not too worried about them trapping the knight yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and we are going to play here because I'm a little bit worried about what happens, you know. I'm definitely a little worried about them moving out of the way, trying to do a block, you know, trying to do checkmate down here. So can they... I mean, they can play there, but I suppose we just play up. Well, also, if they play here, we just move straight in. So, I mean, that's not really, like, a good idea for them. Yeah, we just move straight in. But then, well, but then this is being guarded as well. But then the queen... Oh, man, everything gets so messy under those circumstances. Yeah, this is just such a mess of a game. Yeah, just little itty-bitty tweaks to improvement and whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The other thing, too, is if they... Okay, so they're playing there. Interesting. Queen over here. Maybe, but I'm not... I mean, there's not anything much there. I suppose we could go back here, but then there. And then that becomes kind of an issue. Yeah. For sure an issue. But I think we have to go back somewhere, so I think we go all the way back and we say what's going to happen from there. We have to act a little bit quick, so we're just going to go here because it's one of those moves that I think at least we are not 100% in the wrong about. I mean, Stockfish is going to tell us later on. This is interesting. Almost something that we can take advantage of here. I mean, I've almost got something in that situation. Yeah, I could definitely get in here to just kind of lock things up. This is an issue here, though, so we got to watch out. We have to be a little bit quick too. Maybe there's something here, maybe there's something there. I don't know. But I think we're gonna move here because I still don't think this is wrong, but it could be. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. That's interesting. So you're gonna get in with the queen now, right? Okay. Okay. But now, all right. So you messed up. You messed up. They messed up. They did it in the wrong order. They had it. They had it all. They just did it in the wrong order. Now this is it. This is, yeah, they messed up. This is it. Yeah, so. Yeah, they messed up. This is just checkmate coming up. I think the only way to block it is that. Yeah, they messed up. They completely messed it up. Okay, well. Touche on that. But I think... I mean, I can also just take everything out. I mean... I can't go that way anymore, so I do think I'm going to have to do something else. So let's go here, I think, and just try to give some checks to reclaim some time. And we'll do here probably. And we'll see kind of where they go. And then here. And this is going to fall next. Okay. Well, let's see. What to do. I think now, this is not looking good for them. Let's do, Jeez, I gotta see what to do here. We can go check there. Let's go check like that. And we'll see what way that they decide to go. Move there. And that's going to turn into something pretty bad here, because they can't, that's just going to turn into a sort of a checkmate real quick. Yeah, they can't do anything about it. Probably. Maybe they can. They've been really resourceful so far, so anything's possible, but, at the moment, like, all I have to do is kind of just go in there. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. I have less time, though. They definitely can try something. If they go up, that's easy, because then I think that's just checkmate, so if they want to do it that way. But, this is kind of a really bad situation for them to be in. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so there. But that's not going to actually help them at all, is it? Let's see, what can they do from here? They can get into there, but that doesn't actually help. So yeah, I think we're just going to go over here, and then they can't really do anything to stop that. So, yeah, no, that's just it. All you can do now is maybe move down. I don't know. This is kind of not looking great. And there we go. We get the resignation. Woo! Okay, that was a difficult game. It was complete trash. We played a 65% accuracy, but we still got the job done. It was very much in our opponent's favor through a lot of that. Like, this is all just a little bit better for white. And, yeah, not much better for white. It's pretty even. It felt even at this point. Computer didn't like that. It's pretty even. At this point, it started spiking for white, where it was just... Yeah, and queen out to f5 was a blunder there. Yeah, we didn't really have the edge until around this situation here. Now, this is where we messed up, and then they messed up too. So in this situation, I think we should have just taken right here. I think we had to. I think we had to take right there to make it work. Which instead we messed it all up, and then our opponent messed it up even worse. From here, there wasn't really. We kind of had to maneuver things around, and computer even thinks that's a mistake. Queen f1 check is best in this situation. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. So at any rate, we still were able to clinch the win. Yay! We did it! We won! I always knew we would. Yeah, totally. I knew that. Anyway, if you enjoyed the game, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Do all those 3 things for me so that YouTube knows that I'm important and I can grow my channel. I'd super appreciate it. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!